Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's action from the St. Denis Center, Windsor, Ontario. For tonight's coverage of OUA women's basketball, we apologize for the technical difficulties as we join the action live in progress. The Windsor Lancers currently lead 8-7, about halfway through the first quarter, and the first ever matchup where the Ontario Tech Ridgebacks have made the way down to Windsor. I'm Justin Prince as the bucket's made on the other side to give the Ridgebacks the lead up by one. So far, it's been a very defensive game. A lot of missed shots in the early going as Ontario Tech looks to try and secure the first win in the history of their program in the OUA. Setting things up on offense, Delissa Furrigan. Back outside. Alyssa Karen, long shot, no good. Gucciardi tied up as a whistle sounds. That foul going against Ontario Tech on the battle for the rebound. Third personal for the Ridgebacks in the quarter. 3 for the Lancers so far in the frame as well. A few substitutions on the floor as Erin Kenny comes onto the floor. Yasmin Smith rounding at the 5. Yarden Gutt alongside Samantha Gucciardi as the triple falls. Yarden Gutt to 3. Yarden Gutt hits the triple, gives the Lancers back a 2-point advantage. Drop it inside, no good. Rebound picked up by Gutt. Approaching 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Anagdostopoulos. Pass back outside. Gucciardi, long bomb off the front rim, no good. Rebound picked up by Alyssa Karen. Alyssa Karen, one of the many first-year players for the Ridgebacks program this season. As Anagdostopoulos gets the rebound. Fast break up the floor. Gutt sets the pick. Gutt draws the whistle. That time, Christine Yogaretnam in the zone for the whistle. That will bring Ariana Milani onto the floor for the Lancers. 4 fouls in the quarter for Ontario Tech. Yarden Gutt off the inbound, puts up the mid-range jump shot, rolls in. Lancers lead 13-9 in the first quarter. Once again, we apologize for the earlier technical difficulties as the Lancers and Ridgebacks battle for the ball. Lancers have the possession arrow. That will mean they get possession. First 24 for Windsor. The Lancers coming into tonight 5-1 on the season. A strong start for Coach Chantel Voet and her squad. That includes, though, a loss to Ryerson, a part of the road trip to the GTA. They lost to Ryerson 69-52 on November the 8th. Then the following day, decimated the University of Toronto 86-47 on the scoreboard. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Outside, Gutt gets it. Yarden Gutt hits the long bomb 3. It gives the Lancers their biggest lead of the game so far at 7. 16-9, 3:14 to go in the first. On the outside, Karen. Back in towards the outside. Back inside. Catherine tries to pass. Drive out towards the paint. No good. Rebound picked up by Kenny. An Oakwold amongst the players who are trying to pass for that baseline drive. Anagdostopoulos. The free throw line jump shot. No good. Yasmin Smith picks up the board. Double teamed in pressure. Gets out of the pressure. Gets it. And Yasmin Smith hits the bucket. Timeout called. First of the game by Ontario Tech as the Lancers go on an unprecedented run. They were trailing by as much as 1. They have now scored 9+ unanswered points on the score sheet, 18-9. Tonight's broadcast presented by Harold Remark and Royal Page Binder Real Estate. With more than 20 years of experience, Harold can help you find your next home or property. To his current listings, go to royalpagebinder.com. As mentioned, the Lancers coming tonight 5-1 for the Ridgebacks. Their first season in the OUA as a program. So far, however, 0-5. However, a lot of positives in that mix. One of the top 3-point shooting teams so far in the season. They're 4th, just under 32%. One of the top free throw made and attempt rates in the entire league. 3rd in makes, 2nd in attempts. However, it's only 61.5% the field goal percentage. They've also seen a lot of high attendance throughout their games, averaging just under 1,000 a game so far for their home matchups. That includes some of their positives, including the Carleton-Ravens matchup, but they kept them in bay much of the day, but lost 69-42 on November the 9th. This program looking to start with some positives to build upon for the future. They started the game off well. They trail by 9. Ridgebacks with the inbound. Trying to get out of the pressure. April Wayne. Double team down the near sideline. Karen back outside. Swim back to the top wing. April Wayne into the traffic. Lancers get their hands on it. Diving ball. Trying to get the jump ball. And that's going to go back to the Ridgebacks. Possession arrow goes the direction. Good pressure by April Wayne on the play. April Wayne, one of the many first-year players, just one player with more than 1 year of eligibility, or in the first year, rather, in the OUA. Long bomb trip, oh, no good. Tap back for the rebound, picked up by Smith. Lancers take it up the floor, approaching 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Kenny. Getting back outside to go. Milani tries to come for the pick. Sets up Goop, back to Milani. Up on the top post, 5 on the shot clock. Smith dives for the ball, and now scramble for the jump ball. Lancers have the possession arrow with 2 on the shot clock. 2 minutes exactly on the clock as well. They will keep possession on their end of the floor. Quick play. Smith, not aware of the shot clock. That's a shot clock violation. 18-9 still on the board for the Lancers. One of the main positives in this game so far has been the activity by the Ridgebacks, trying to force jump ball situations. They draw the reach. 4th foul against the Lancers in the frame. That's on Ariana Milani. First personal. Again, once again, 4th team foul. The Lancers, for the first time on the home schedule this season, bring out the full court press for today. They steal it away as Kenny picks it up. Taken back up by Goop. Spins around Milani. Back inside the pressure, draws the whistle. And that's going to put the Lancers in the bonus. 5th foul for the Ridgebacks in the quarter. That is on Vanessa Bunamunda. Her 2nd personal for the 6'2" center from Montreal. That brings Ariana Milani to the stripe. Ariana Milani, a 50% free throw shooter this season. Just 1 point per game entering today. Today's her 7th appearance off the bench. Makes the 2nd. Lancers have the first double-digit advantage. On the stoppage, they brought Catherine Onokwo back into the game for the Ridgebacks. Bad dribble. Wayne still picks it back up. Swung back on the far side. Ridgebacks trying to find space using the small ball lineup. Battle in the post. Onokwo. Driving baseline, steps on the line, and that will be a turnover. Onokwo, the nursing major from Ajax, Ontario. Also 6'2" amongst the tallest players on the Ontario Tech roster this season. Lancers back with possession, under 90 seconds to go in the first quarter here on OUA TV. I'm Justin Prince, glad to have you along with us for tonight's OUA women's basketball matchup. Goot has the ball up at the top. Given to Milani. Over top, the traffic, yes! And Milani back with the press. Ridgebacks try and get out of their own end of the floor. Taking it up towards the bucket. Smith, the defense. Smith called for the foul as the Ridgebacks go to the stripe for the N1. Delissa Florigan, the Montreal, Quebec native, hometown player rather, will now go to the stripe. Florigan. And the free throw no good. Picked up by Milani. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. 10-point advantage for Windsor. Smith loses the ball. Battle for it as the Ridgebacks get possession. Onokwo with the good heads-up play. The Ridgebacks led by Krista Elion-Julkan, the first-year coach for this program. Strong coach who served as an under-17 Team Ontario head coach from 2014 to 17. They force the turnover. 40 seconds to go in the first. Up the floor, Wayne. Off the backboard, no. Lancers have a chance for a 2-on-1. A 2-for-1 opportunity. Mega Denise sets up the triangle offense. Smith and Kenny in the corners. Given back to Milani towards the top. Spread back outside for Kenny. Back down low, Milani. Loses possession, but tapped out of bounds by Ontario Tech. 2 seconds again on the shot clock. Lancers will make substitutions. Nemo Tenney and Kelly Angostopoulos. As well as a timeout called with 12 seconds to go in the first. Timeout on the floor with 12 seconds to go in the first quarter for tonight's action here on OUA TV. Lancers lead by 10 in tonight's matchup so far. So far, defense has been one of the main staples that the Ridgebacks have been trying to do in terms of forcing turnovers. And tonight, they've been able to do a fair amount of that so far. Coming into tonight, just 14.7 of them a game for the Lancers. That's third least by a team in the OUA coming into this evening. They've been able to force some mistakes this evening, though, to set up possible possessions and points on their end of the floor. Early on in the season, despite the snowy grounds and despite the cold temperatures, the basketball season is starting to heat up. The Lancers amongst the top teams in the OUA West coming into tonight with a 5-1 record. They come into tonight tied with the Western Mustangs, who are on a 5-game winning streak. For Ontario Tech, they're at the bottom of the OUA East at the moment, currently a few games back of the top runners in Queens, along with Carleton and Ottawa, who are 5-1, 3-1, and 3-1, respectively. Lancers going for the quick shot, can't get it. Shot clock is off for Ontario Tech. And those call a double dribble up the floor. That's on Florgen. So Lancers now will have the possible last shot of the first quarter. Substitution coming onto the floor, Ibuayezu. Ibuayezu, the Ottawa, Ontario hometown player, will run point. 5 seconds to work with. Ibuayezu over top the defender, no good. And after 1 quarter of play, the Windsor Lancers lead 21-11. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have to start your second quarter. You're watching OUA Women's Basketball live from the St. Denis Center in Windsor, Ontario on OUA TV.
All right, Bernsey, how cold do you think that water is?
It doesn't matter, Connor. That target's way too small for you.
Whatever, you're going in here. Enjoy your swim, Bernsey.
Connor.
I told you.
I got you a little winning prize there. Hope you keep it company at night.
Thanks.
Let's do this again one day.
Thanks. Looks just like you.
Welcome back, everyone, to the St. Denis Center here in Windsor, Ontario for more coverage of OUA Women's Basketball presented by Harold Remark and Royal LePage Binder Real Estate. Helping you is what we do. The Windsor Lancers lead by 10 after 1 quarter of play. I'm Justin Prince, and so we're so happy to have you along with us for tonight's action. The Lancers started off slow on both ends of the floor. However, both sides' defense started to play very pivotal, especially turnovers. The Ridgebacks forcing multiple jump ball opportunities, as well as a few turnovers. Lancers, however, able to succeed more in terms of the turnover, in terms of the points offset turnovers they forced off Ottawa Tech. They now lead by 10, just 2 points scored by the Ridgebacks in the final 5 minutes of the first quarter. The young team is looking to try and improve upon their defensive strength in the second quarter here. Lancers all set to go. Kaylin Anglestopoulos will line up alongside Yarden Gutt, alongside Aaron Kenny, Samantha Gucciardi, along with Yasmin Smith. That's the 5 for the Windsor Lancers. Smith can't get the inbound. They'll say it is a blocking foul, though, on the push. That is on Jaleisha Allen Brown. The Communication Media Studies major draws quickly the first foul of the quarter against the Ridgebacks. And Anglestopoulos turns it over on the inbound. Taking up the floor. On the outside, Alexane Laher watches as April Wing calls the plays for the Ridgebacks. Allen Brown back down low. Whistle called. That's going to go against the Lancers, their first personal of the quarter. That is on Kaylin Anglestopoulos, her first personal of this matchup so far tonight. As mentioned on the floor, Wayne Allen Brown along with Laher. Rounding out the 5 is Kathleen Amonkwo along with Flurgen. Down low to Flurgen. Putting up the shot, gets it. Delisa Flurgen making the bucket that time. Brings the lead down to single digits. 30 minutes into the second quarter here on OUA TV. I'm Justin Prince, so glad to have you on with us for the ride tonight here at the St. Denis Center. First time the Ridgebacks in their program's history have made their way down Highway 401 to Windsor. Battle down low in the post. Second chance battle. And that's going to go to the Ridgebacks. Gucciardi trying to keep possession in a sea of blue. The Ridgebacks tonight wearing their blue and orange jerseys with the white trim. Lancers in their white jerseys with the blue trim. They have been constantly keeping up the full court press on a majority of the inbounding opportunities. Drive, straight down the floor, no good, picked up by Smith. And Anglestopoulos gets it back from Kenny. Slows it back on down. Goop for the long bomb, triple, yes! Second triple in about 7 minutes. Remember, her 3 in the first quarter helped set up the Lancers' run. Lancers lead by 11, 90 seconds into the second frame. On the outside, Anokwo. Swung around Laher. Goes back to the post. Anokwo tries to pass out. Tap for the long shot, no good. Ridgebacks set up for the second opportunity. Fresh 14. Wide open. Laher. No. Missed off the back rim. Whistle called. That time on the rebound attempt. That will go on the hand and wrist for Aaron Kenny. Her first personal. And the second team foul. Smith trying to defend the inbound. Trying to pass to down low. No, that's turned over. And the Lancers retake possession. 2 substitutions getting ready to come back on the floor for the Ridgebacks in a result. And Anglestopoulos tries to go baseline. Triple team. Back to Kenny. Gucciardi calls for it. Back up at the top on the back rim. No. Picked up on the rebound. Allen Brown. Allen Brown, cross court. Flurgen, tough shot, tough bucket. And the Ridgebacks now going back and forth with Windsor on the score sheet. Yarden Gutt gives it off to Aaron Kenny. Kelly Nagnostopoulos calls for the give and go. Tries to go inside, off of Gucciardi. Goes out of bounds. They say it is touched by the Ridgebacks by April Wing. Couple substitutions for the Lancers. Nemo Tenney will also come on the floor with Ivo Ayasu. Ontario Tech will sub out Wing. That will bring Christine Yogo-Retnam. Along with one other. Long bomb shot, good. Nemo Tenney with the triple. Once again stretches the lead to double digits as we go back and forth still. Battle up towards the top. Flurgen drives by Tenney. In traffic, no good. Can't get the second chance to rebound as Kenny brings it up. Tenney now sizes up for the Lancers. Finds Gucciardi wide open, can't make a drop. And the coaching staff for the Lancers side of the bench can't believe it. You go Retnam. Tries to pass across court. Intercepted by Gucciardi. Gutt finding Tenney. Tenney sizes through. Whistle called. And that's going to bring a substitution either way for Buddy Munda. That is against Ontario Tech. Alyssa Karen for a first personal. For the second team foul of the quarter. That brings in Ariane Milani after the missed shot. Lancers back with the ball, turn it right over. Approaching 6 minutes to go in the first half. Sizing up is Karen. Swung back around the outside. Leher. Drives by Kenny. Loses possession of the ball. And another Ridgebacks turnover. And that's been the consistent theme for those just tuning in. Turnovers, turnovers, and more turnovers as this entire game has progressed. Lancers will now take it back up the floor. Wayasu back outside Tenney. Long bomb shot, no. Off the front rim. Rebound picked up by the Ridgebacks, but they step out. Yoga-Retnam not able to keep it in bounds. Substitution will bring Rianne Kissel. Kissel, the only player with one more outside of the first year of eligibility for the Ridgebacks as that one's tapped out of bounds. Of course, the Ridgebacks' first year in the OUA this season. She does have experience, of course, with the Ridgebacks program. As she'll watch as that one's turned over. Down low, in for the bucket. Ariana Milani with the bucket. Ridgebacks trying to break the press. Tough shot, tough make. Karen. Alyssa Karen looking fairly impressive in this matchup. Still trailing by 12 though with the Ridgebacks. Back down low. Gutt again open. Misses the layup. Milani no good on the second chance. And the Ridgebacks will try and press the gas pedal once again. Slow back down by Karen. Karen just a 10% field goal shooter entering tonight. Back down low. Budamunda. No good. Kenny picks it up on the rebound down the baseline. Lancers try and hit the gas pedal once again. Slow back down for Kenny. Back to Tenney. Tenney finds a wide open Uwayesu for three. Yes, she's got it. And Windsor's got their largest lead of the game. They're up by 15. Uwayesu, one of the better shooters for the Lancers throughout the past few seasons. On the outside again, Yogo-Retnam will get the tough drive inside in traffic. Lancers now will try and respond back quickly. Oyesu posts up. Milani. Post shot, no. Rebound picked up that time by Budamunda. Budamunda, the second leading scorer for the Ridgebacks entering tonight, averaging just under 11 points per game. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Sizing up Karen, back outside to the low post. Whistle called, as that'll go the other way. Flurgeon, the team's leading scorer, trying to post up. That is on Flurgeon for a foul, her second personal. Substitutions getting all set as both teams go into the timeout huddles. Lancers call the time with 3:48 to go in the second quarter. Tonight's broadcast once again is presented by Harold Remark and Royal Page Binder Real Estate. Helping you is what we do. To view his current listings, go to RoyalPageBinder.com tonight. Lancers with one of the largest leads of the game, up by 13. As we continue to see a back-and-forth matchup. As mentioned, Kissel, the only player with more than 1 year of eligibility or in their first year of eligibility. That is in part because she is a part of the women's soccer program, where she appeared in 3 youth sport championship games and 3 playoff matchups in 2016, as well as in the playoffs in 2018 with Ontario Tech. Was the OUA East Rookie of the Year in soccer, including a hat-trick performance at that time. Now in the basketball scene this season, the dual sport athlete looking to get on the stat sheet here in this matchup. Again, under 4 minutes to go in this first half. And the Ridgebacks looking fairly impressive despite the score sheet. Still a lot of action to go, though, here at the St. Denis Center, part of a back-to-back series for the Windsor Lancers today, for this weekend, rather, in terms of homes games. Tomorrow night, the Queen Gales come to the St. Denis Center. They'll start at 6 p.m. Eastern for the women. Men will tip off at 8 p.m. Remember, after tonight's matchup for these two women's basketball squads, the men's teams will take the court. That estimated start time is 8 p.m. Eastern. Lancers with possession after the timeout. Tenney can't get the pass, and it's another turnover. Still a 13-point advantage for Windsor despite the massive amounts of turnovers tonight. Ridgebacks inbound, tapped out. That'll stay Ottawa Tech possession. On the floor for Ottawa Tech, Karen lined up with Wang, also lined up with Alan Brown, lined up as well with Kissel, rounding out the 5, Budamunda. Turned over by the Ridgebacks. Oyesu tries to stay on top of the ball. Ridgebacks keep possession, though, with the possession arrow. So they get the ball down the sideline at half court once again. 32-19, once again, your score here in Windsor. Ridgebacks continuing to try and go back and forth on the score sheet. Kissel goes to the near side. Alan Brown open in the corner. Tries to find space in the perimeter inside the paint. Karen to the post. Misses the pass, turned over. Steal by the Lancers again. Oyesu now sizes it back up. Milani to Oyesu. Outside Tenney for the 3. Just off the back screws. Tenney can't get the second chance rebound. Ridgebacks try and take it up. Lancers caught for the reach-in foul up the floor. And now we'll draw a whistle. Substitution coming back onto the floor. Harriet Carey. She made the start tonight for the Lancers. Will come onto the floor. First-year eligible player all the way from Australia, making the first start of the season for the Windsor Lancers. Harriet Carey, 5'10", from Townsville, Australia. It's part of the Human Kinetics program here at the university. Comes in for Aaron Kenny. And it looks like the Ridgebacks will respond with their own substitutions. Lexan Lahar, along with Flurgeon. to bring a little bit more size at the small shooting guard position. Sacrifice a bit at the small forward spot for the next 3 minutes or so, it appears. Under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Carey having a mismatch. Long bomb shot. No good for Allen Brown. Lancers get possession as that one goes out of bounds for the dead ball rebound. Windsor coming into tonight 2-0 on the home schedule. OASU finding Milani. To Carey. Down low. Finding a player. Yes! Maggie Denise. Maggie Denise, the first-year player, continues to be one of the stars off the bench this season. 6.5 points per game in just 15 minutes coming into tonight. Long bomb shot from Ottawa Tech, no good. OASU gives it to Tenney. Tries to dribble it up, finding OASU. Back to Tenney for the three. No. Tenney ice cold from deep this evening as the Ridgebacks get the possession off the tap. (34-19) as we get to the final moments of this first half. Ottawa Tech sets up. Swung around the perimeter, goes out of bounds to the Lancers bench. Lancers will take possession as a result. 34-19. Olivia Samasali and Kaya Clark amongst the scratches tonight for the Lancers. Bucket is good for OASU meanwhile. OASU coming off that 20-point performance on November the 9th against the University of Toronto. She went 9 for 14 in that matchup. She'll watch as Milani's caught for the reach. Be the fourth personal against the Lancers. Brings in Anastopoulos.
Lancers foul on number 8, Ariana Milani, her second personal, 14.
Milani's second personal. OASU coming out for an Anastopoulos on that stoppage. 36-19. Drive for Wayne, no good. Teddy picks up the board, looks up the floor. Finds Denise. Swung back outside. Anastopoulos tries to give space. Can't get it out of the defense as the whistle's called. It's going to be a pushing foul against Ontario Tech, the fourth of their quarter. And brings in Yoga Retnam.
Entering the game for Ontario Tech, number 6, Christine Yoga-Retnam.
So the Lancers will get 14 seconds on the shot clock. The possession play was for Anastopoulos to try and give it a Tenney outside. And it looks like with that stoppage, Ontario Tech electing to take a timeout. 36-19 your score in the final few moments of quarter number 2. Tonight's broadcast again presented by Harold Remark and Royal Page Binder Real Estate. Helping you is what we do. For more information on Harold Remark and his current listings, go to royalpagebinder.com. Lancers right now up big on the score sheet, 17 points in tonight's action so far against the Ridgebacks, as this has been a back and forth scoring-wise game. The Lancers, though, just have that little edge in terms of the points per minute when you think about it. The Ridgebacks usually respond with the 2. A lot of times the Lancers sometimes have been able to edge that forward with the 3 or by 2 back-to-back buckets off turnovers, then a slow point for the Ridgebacks. For the coaching staff for the Ridgebacks, again, they're led by Krista Eniojuken. As mentioned, Ajax resident, was a part of was the head coach of Ontario Basketball's under-17 Team Ontario squad, and is looking to do a good job here. Was also behind the helm of the Durham Elite program that had 6 graduate players in NCAA Division I. Bucket is good for the Lancers for Maggie Denise. Windsor leads by 19. Losing the dribble is Wayne. Picks it back up. 1 minute to go in the first half. Wayne. Pass down low. Tough shot. Counted in the foul. Vanessa Budamunda drawing the and one. Emo Temi with the first personal for her on the night on the and one. And Karen's going to come in with that foul. Budamunda, 52.4% free throw shooter so far this season. 4 starts, 4 games played. The team's leading shooter as well at 59% from the field. Can't make the free throw, however. Action continues with 50 seconds less to go on the clock. Nagdostopoulos finding Carey. Outside Tenney. Tenney goes for the mid-range jumper. Yes, she's got it. Emo Tenney stretches the lead up to 21. Ridgebacks looking for a positive into the locker room. Pick set up at the top. Back outside. Drive inside, Karen. And she'll go to the stripe to shoot for 2. Karen, a 47% shooter on the season. That goes against Tenney, second personal in the past 30 seconds for Windsor. First free throw is up and good. Just the lead down to 18. Second free throw is good. Gap is back down to 17. They respond with a press. Tenney and Denise break it. Denise, no good under the bucket. Shot clock is off. They can't pass it out. Ridgebacks bring it up. Ridgebacks lose it. Denise gets the steal. 5 seconds to work with. And Nagdostopoulos calling for the pick. For the 3 at the buzzer. Just rims out. At halftime, the Windsor Lancers lead by 17. Your score after 20 minutes of play, 40-23 Lancers over the Ridgebacks. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the start of your second half and break down the stat lines and more. You're watching OUA TV for the Rose City at the St. Denis Center at the University of Windsor.
All right, Bernsey, how cold do you think that water is?
It doesn't matter, Connor. That target's way too small for you.
Whatever, you're going in here. Enjoy your swim, Bernsey.
Connor.
I told you.
I got you a little winning prize there. Hope you keep it company at night.
Thanks.
Let's do this again one day.
Thanks. Looks just like you.
Hi, Sid. Bye, Sid.
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail. where tradition is celebrated. Ontario University Athletics.
Welcome back, everyone, to the St. Denis Center for tonight's coverage of OUA women's basketball, where the Windsor Lancers lead 40-23 over the Ontario Tech Ridgebacks. I'm Justin Prince. Welcome back to tonight's action here on OUA TV. Let's break down your stat lines for tonight's game. But first things first, I'd like to remind you tonight's game is presented by Harold Remark and Royal Page Binder Real Estate. With more than 20 years of experience, Harold can help you find your next home or property. To contact Harold, go to royalpagebinder.com. You can also find his most recent listings and more on that particular site. Let's look at the stat lines where the Ontario Tech Ridgebacks looked up and down on the defensive end for 7 turnovers. However, they had 13 of their own, 4 steals to Windsor's 8, and ended up shooting just 33% from the field. The best scorers in the half, though, Delissa Flurigan with 6 points, 5 for Alyssa Karen. That included 3 for 4 free throws made in the first half. The rest of the team, 2 players with 4 points in Wayne, along with Budamonda, along with 2 points scored by Lahur, along with Yoga Retnam. For the Windsor Lancers, though, the offense has been led majority of the night by Yarden Gutt. 5 for 6 shooting to start the game, 13 points. It also has 2 rebounds and 2 assists to her stat sheet. Behind her on the score sheet, Malani, Anectostopoulos, Tenny, and Uwayasu all have 5 points apiece and have also had multiple steals in that grouping. Malani, 2 steals, 2 for Anectostopoulos, 1 for Eve Uwayasu. In this matchup, Megan Neese also had 2 in the first half in just 7 minutes of game play. The Lancers shot 43% in the first half. They were also able to outscore their opponents 21-11 in the first half, 19-12 in the second quarter. We're all set to go for the second half, however, as we're all ready to go. Lancers with the first possession here in Windsor. Tenny swings it out to Gutt. Kaylin Angelstopoulos sets the pick. Gutt drives in, continues the strong start, 15 points on the night. Gutt now 6 for 7 from the field. That included 3 triples in the first half. Meanwhile, outside, Alyssa Karen sheds her defender, drives in, drops the whistle. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Lancers had multiple players with 2 fouls, including Malani. That's her 3rd personal and the first team foul. Alyssa Karen to the stripe. Ontario Tech 5 for 10 as a team in the first half from the free throw line. And the first one just rims out to start the half. Makes the second free throw good. And the Ridgebacks have their first points of quarter number 3. About 30 seconds into the third quarter here on OUA TV, I'm Justin Prince for OUA women's basketball action. The Ridgebacks, first time in their program's history. They're in Windsor, Ontario for OUA action. Yarden Gutt, no good on the long bomb shot. Wayne with the rebound. Paper Wayne giving it off to Karen. Karen takes it up. Budamonda amongst the players down low in the post. Rounding at the 5 is Flurgeon. Flurgeon gives it to Budamonda. Back outside. Long bomb shot. No good. Lexanne Lahur that time on the attempt. Uwayasu gives it off to Tenny. Malani sets the pick. Back outside, Anagnosopoulos. 10 on the shot clock to work with. Malani down low, draws the whistle. That one going against Budamonda. That will be the 3rd personal for Budamonda in this game already. Flurgeon had 3 in the first half as well. The 2 leading scorers for Ontario Tech in foul trouble tonight. That will bring Anokwo off the bench. Just 2 of the 24 points so far tonight for Ontario Tech have come from their bench scoring. Milani makes the free throw, and here comes an Okwo. Windsor, though, has been near reliant on the bench. 26 points from the bench players. Goes up now with the made free throw. As it's turned over by Ontario Tech. Anagdostopoulos down low, yes! Kelly Anagdostopoulos on the bucket. Tries to force the turnover, does. They say it just misses the reach of her fingers. And the Windsor Lancers will get the possession back. Largest lead of the game so far at 21 points. Ueyasu gets another pick. Gutt tries to find space. Tenney sizes up Leher. Ueyasu with 7. Draws the whistle, and it's going to be a reach. That time is Alyssa Karen. Second personal.
Number 5, Lisa Karen, her second personal, second team foul.
Lancers will inbound it directly under the hoop for Milani. And they're going to say travel will go the other direction. That's been one of the main negatives for the Windsor Lancers despite the score tonight that Coach Chantal Volet might want to discuss for tomorrow. Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. And now they're going to have to try and force one. Karen. Giving back go on an Okwo. 10 on the shot clock. Speeding his way down low. Draws another whistle. And she'll head towards the free throw line with the bunny ears. Ueyasu called for her second personal. Substitution, Samantha Gucciari will come back onto the floor with Sophia Kennedy. Kennedy from Christchurch, New Zealand. One of the first times we see her on the home floor this season, just her 4th appearance of 2019-20 so far. Free throw is no good, meanwhile, from Wayne. But Wayne in that first half, 4 points, 2 of 6 shooting. No good off the back rim again. Lancers try and push forward. Kennedy. Giving off. And Anagdostopoulos looks down low. Back outside. Driving in, Kennedy gets out of the pivot. Gucciardi drives into the double team, draws the whistle, and it's going to be another Ontario Tech foul.
Ontario Tech foul on number 23, Vanessa Budamunda.
That's on Budamunda.
Third personal.
Her third personal.
Third team foul.
13 foul.
On the line, shooting 2 for the Lancers, number 21, Samantha Gucciardi.
It's Gucciardi is at the stripe. Florgen has the 4 personals. Budamunda with 3.
Entering the game for Ontario Tech, number 11.
Substitution with that will bring Alan Brown in once again. Approaching 7 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Anagdostopoulos again on the defense. Karen sizing up. Back outside Okwo. Turns it over again. Tenney takes it up. Outside Gutt. Drives in. Using the right hand, no. Gucciardi's second chance opportunity. As that pass goes to the fans for the turnover. (46-24) your score here in Windsor. Karen loses the dribble. Driving in, Budamunda. Budamunda guarded up with Gucciardi. Fakes the screen. Driving in is Karen, no good. Second chance, save for the fresh 14. Long bomb 3, no good. Karen saves another rebound for a third chance opportunity. Karen off the tap. LaHer losing the ball. That time off of Gutt. And some good hustle on that possession for the Ridgebacks. Lancers bringing substitutions. Kenny and Milani coming into the game. Ontario Tech inbounds it directly wide open down low for Anunquo. Anunquo getting the bucket. Brings the gap down to about 20. Anagdostopoulos kicks it outside. Kenny. Long shot. Just misses. But Amunda got time with a rebound. Taken up now by Alan Brown. Alan Brown guarded by the first-year player in Sophia Kennedy. Anunquo sees it's one. LaHer, mid-range, Oberteni can't get it. Anagdostopoulos puts on the Jets. Looks up the floor. Tenney, open. Long bomb, triple, just misses on the left rim. About halfway through this third quarter, both teams' offense have stalled out just 2 points in the past 2.5, 3 minutes. Second chance for Runamunda. Drive inside, no. Bunting, no good. Another shot, this time it's good. Karen. Elisa Karen. And the timeout called on the floor. Lancers not happy with what they're seeing as the lead is down to 18. About halfway through this third quarter, tonight's game presented by Harold Remark and Royal Binder Real Estate. Helping you is what we do. And defense helping close this gap up a little bit in this frame so far. Take a quick gander at the team comparisons at the moment. The turnovers, still as mentioned, an issue. A couple turnovers already for the Ridgebacks in the quarter. However, the offensive rebounding starting to pick up. They were out-rebounded +8 just before that cold spell for both teams. They were able to pick up 4 offensive rebounds, give or take, in that past couple minutes before the timeout by the Lancers, before they scored their past 2 buckets. Part with those second chance opportunities. The one concern, though, if you are on the Ridgeback side, there is still foul trouble. For Flurgeon, for Brunamunda tonight, 4 fouls for Flurgeon, 3 for Brunamunda. The Lancers only have Milani in that 3+ foul range so far. They've had to rely on Elisa Karen tonight, who's been one of the most active players in terms of running the offense tonight. Still looking for a first assist. However, the rebounding and defensive plays have helped step up. Uwayesu, yes! Uwayesu going coast to coast off the inbound. Alan Brown swung back out to Karen. Alan Brown watches as this one's back up at the top. Karen now gets it. Yagaretnam tries to fight down low. LaHer banks it in with 1 on the shot clock. Alexander LaHer getting the bucket. Uwayesu giving it outside. Long bomb shot is good. Harriet Carey gets on the stat sheet. Her first points of the night. Stretch the lead back to 21. Alan Brown, meanwhile, tough shot, good. Going back and forth from the score sheet once again with 4 minutes to go in the third. Carey gets the inbound. Quickly breaks the press, has a mismatch. Guarded by the 5'4" Yoga Retnam. Pass down low, Gucciardi up and under, no. Second chance, Smith can't get the rebound. Tapped away as the Ridgebacks take it up the floor. Play inside, no. Carey picks it up this time. Carey kicks it up. Uwayesu has numbers off of Smith's hands. Smith draws the whistle. That one going against Anunquo.
Ontario Tech foul on number 22, Catherine second personal, fourth team foul. Shooting 2 for the Lancers, number 7.
That is the 4th personal for the Ridgebacks in the quarter. Second personal for Catherine. Yasmin Smith at the line shooting 2. 75% free throw shooter entering tonight. 3.8 points per game. Score is now 52-32 after that trip. As Kissel comes into the game, the commerce major from Peterborough. Kissel wearing the pink shoes, set up right now with the Lancer shield. She's up towards the top. Meanwhile, Alexandre Leher. Swan around. Yogaretnam loses the possession. Still picked up by Allen Brown. Allen Brown is stripped away. Lancers take it up. Carey down low. Gets it. And Harriet Carey starting to wake up in this third quarter. Allen Brown now slows the offense back down. Ontario Tech having a rough quarter. Turned over, picked up by Oyasu on the fast break. Yes! Timeout called Ontario Tech. It's a 6+0 run for the Lancers. In just a span of about a minute and a half, timeout called. And the game continues to see the score continue to grow. With that possession there with about 3 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Once again, to remind you, after the women's basketball matchup tonight wraps things up here at the St. Denis Center, the men's teams will take the floor at 8 p.m. Eastern, where the Windsor Lancers look to go above the 500 mark. They're currently tied for second in the West Division on the men's side with the Laurier Golden Hawks. Thomas Kennedy putting up a combined 54 points and 20 rebounds against Ryerson and Toronto. They do have some impressive players on the men's side, though, to keep an eye on, though, on that young core, including the Communication and Digital Media Studies major and Grady Kanko, averaging about 20 points per game coming into tonight. 2:46 is the precise time left to go in quarter number 3. Let's quickly take a look at the out-of-town scores here in the OUA. Laurentian and Waterloo currently underway. In the third quarter there, it's 32-24. Carleton Algoma also currently underway. We'll get that score as soon as we can. Laurier up by 9 over Nipissing. Start of the fourth, Lakehead and Brock. Brock is up 54-35. Gigi's lead 56-44 over Guelph. Rounding up the games taking place today is Queens and Western. Whistle on the floor against the Lancers. Yasmin Smith, her second personal.
Team foul. Shooting 2 for Ontario Tech. Number 13.
At the line, Kissel. Kissel sets up for the second free throw. And that one is good. Splits the free throws, 1 for 2. Lancers push up the tempo again. Oyasu sets up the pick, sees the pick set up by Gucciardi. She takes up the three herself, yes! And there's a whistle up the floor on a reach.
Lancers foul on number 15, Maggie Denise, her first.
Maggie Denise, just her first personal on the reach. That's going to bring Sophia Kennedy.
Number 6, Sophia Kennedy.
Denise comes out for Kennedy on that reach. Ridgebacks now take it back on the floor. Yugaretnam tries to pass cross court. Instead turns it over, trying to find Wayne. Karen's going to come back into the game now for Yugaretnam after the turnover. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Swan back to the outside. Kennedy off the backboard, no good. Ueyasu resets it. 10 on the shot clock. Minute 45 to go in the quarter. Gucciardi finds Ueyasu. Mid-range, no. Battle for the rebound, picked up by the Ridgebacks. An air whistle called. And that triggers the bonus.
Lancers foul on number 7, Yasmin Smith.
That's on Yasmin Smith, her third personal.
Team foul. Shooting 2.
That's going to bring Karen to the line to shoot for 2. Alyssa Karen, again, a 5'3" point guard in her first year with this program. In this first year program, I should rather say. Comes from Father Michael Goetz, I should say, pardon me, secondary school. While in high school, had been the team captain for their program and led them to a regional championship. Also played club basketball with the Brampton Warriors in the Jewel League. Was one of the best players for that team, was the team captain for Brampton. 59-34 after the trip to the line. Carey going for the 3, no. Smith, second chance, again no good. It's been a rough game for Smith. Ridgebacks, though, take it up. On the outside, Smith falls over, mid-range, doesn't fall. Smith picks up the defensive rebound. Carey slows it back down for the Lancers offense. Valet wants it picked up. Carey, long shot, yes! Harriet Carey with a strong second half, another three-pointer. And it's been that type of a half for Carey. That one's turned over. Substitution, Kenny coming in for Gucciardi. Kissel will also come out for an Unquo. Carey 2 triples in the second half. Alan Brown also back onto the floor now for Ottawa Tech. Carey again, yes! Third triple of the quarter already for Harriet Carey. And the Lancers now lead again by 21. About a 4-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Bramunda posts up on Kenny. Whistle called, it's a travel. Lancers will get the possible last shot of the quarter. Shot clock is off with 12.5 seconds to go in the quarter. Ueyasu will take it up. Lancers taking as much time as they need. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Pick set by Carey. Trying to get it to Kennedy. Chucks it up at the buzzer, just off the back rim. After 3 quarters, it's been all Lancers, 65-34. We're back after these messages. You're watching OUA TV from the St. Denis Center in Windsor, Ontario.
All right, Bernsey, how cold do you think that water is?
It doesn't matter, Connor. That target's way too small for you.
Whatever, you're going in here. Enjoy your swim, Bernsey.
Connor.
I told you.
I got you a little winning prize there. Hope you keep us company at night.
Thanks.
Let's do this again one day.
Thanks. Looks just like you.
Hi, Sid. by Sid.
Welcome back, everyone, to Windsor, Ontario for more coverage of OVO women's basketball. Presented by Harold Remark and Royal Page Binder Real Estate. Helping you is what we do. The Lancers lead by 21, outscoring Ontario Tech by 14 points in the quarter. It's been that tough a night for them. 47% shooting for the Lancers, 4-13 and 31% though for the Ridgebacks. However, Harriet Carey waking up in that third quarter. 11 points in the frame, 3 triples, 4 rebounds now as well on the night with 3 assists. She's on the floor, lined up with Kenny. Yasmin Smith alongside Kennedy rounding the 5. Oyasu for the Lancers. Whistle called. Carey was trying to go for the steal. Instead called for the push. That's her third personal. Leading score for Ontario Tech tonight. 9 points for Karen. 6 for Flurgeon. Inbounded by Ontario Tech. They have a fresh 14. Looking to score to start the frame. Bernamunda down low. They'll say we're going the other way. Offensive foul.
Ontario Tech foul.
That's going to go against Bernamunda. That's her 4th personal. That's a big one. The leading scorer, one of the leading scorers for this team, both of them actually, now in foul trouble the rest of the night. Carey with another triple, yes! Harriet Carey having a stellar night so far, was just a 32% shooter from deep this season and 28% from the field before tonight. Lancers get the steal. Smith sheds through the defenders, can't get the bucket to drop. Just couldn't get the rim. It's been a rough night down low for Smith. Yasmin Smith entering the frame, 1 for 3 from the field. We'll go back the other direction. Now substitution coming onto the floor, Flurgeon. Catherine Anonquo coming in off the floor on that stoppage with 1 minute off the clock in this 4th quarter here on OUA TV. Oyasu. Nifty move, nifty bucket. And the Lancers putting on the gas pedal. Their largest lead of the game right now at 26 points. Kenny trying to play defense, can't make it, can't stop the miss. 70-36. Oyasu finding Carey. Back to Oyasu. Swings it to an open Kenny. Just can't make it too long on the shot. Alan Brown will now take it up. Driven down the baseline. And a whistle called. Flurgeon drawing the contact and the foul. Second personal on Aaron Kenny. As now Ontario Tech will go small ball with Kieran Yetnam coming in. Coming in, pardon me. Shot is good. Lancers trying to move the ball up with 8 minutes to go in this fourth. Carey. Back to Ueyasu. Giving back to Ueyasu from Kenny. Using Kenny as space, can't get it. Ball goes out of bounds. Ontario Tech takes possession back. 19 Ontario Tech turnovers in this matchup, by the way, prior to the start of the fourth. 8 for the Lancers. That includes 11 steals. Setting up is Karen. Towards the baseline. Go the Ridgebacks. Down low. No good. Budamunda. Ueyasu now hits the Jets. Finding Kenny. Puts up the shot. Yes. Erin Kenny. One of her first buckets of the entire evening. Lancers getting ready for a near full platoon substitution on the next stoppage meanwhile. Bullet pass, Budamunda can't get it, misses off the front rim. Second chance off the rebound, Allen Brown, no. Kennedy will now take it up the court. Kennedy drives up Broadway, yes. Sophia Kennedy with the bucket. Leads back up to 25 with 6:40 to go in this fourth quarter. Karen nearly loses the dribble, giving back up to Budamunda. Budamunda throws it to the Investors Group sign, as that's going to be another turnover for Ontario Tech. Into the game, Ariel Milani, Nemo Tenney, Kaylee Nagel-Stop Jordan Gutt, as the Lancers look to completely seal this game. Kissel will come in for Ontario Tech for Budamunda after the bad turnover. Just a 4-player bench tonight for Ontario Tech. And Nagel-Stop will drive baseline. Gutt, can she hit another three? Yes, she can. 4th triple of the night for Jordan Gutt. First of this half. Gutt will now go on the defensive end. Contest the shot, still drops. Flurgin. And that's just the first. That is the first 3 of the entire game for Ontario Tech. Kennedy, baseline misses. Second chance, Milani no. Kennedy sets up once again. Drives in, she's got it. Sophia Kennedy with the bucket on the drive. And the Lancers bench going nuts on that play. Milani contests the shot meanwhile from Karen. Lancers push the tempo back up, approaching halfway through this fourth quarter. Nagel-Stop turns it over, stolen away by Kissel. Ridgebacks go on the fast break. Into the brick wall. And a foul on the floor. That it goes against Ontario Tech for the charge. Jalisha Allen Brown. Second personal. Second team foul. 79-42. Nagel-Stop will now take it up. Driving baseline, yes. Nemo Tenney gets the N1. Tenney again will go to the stripe. Now bring Yogaretnam to her second personal. Also bring Karen off the floor, as Tenney looks to continue to stretch this lead again. And a whistle called on the rebound battle. Lane violation regardless. Ontario Tech will now set up for the inbound. Anokwo into the game, as well as Denise on that free throw exchange for their respective teams. 4:53 to go in the fourth. Anokwo Loses the ball, stripped away by the Lancers. Denise gives it off to Gutt. Given to Milani. Back to Gutt. Tenney resets the offense back to Tenney. Tenney nearly loses the dribble. 6 on the shot clock. Back outside. Maggie Denise makes it swish. Maggie Denise with the triple. And for Denise, that's her first from outside the arc tonight. Lancers now with the largest lead of the game, 32 points. Whistle called. Make it 40.
Her first personal third team foul. Shooting 1 for Ontario Tech, number 12, Delisa Flurgeon.
Leads to 40 points for Ontario Tech. Gutt picks up the rebound. Denise to Gutt. Outside. She's got it again. 22 points for Yarden Gutt tonight. 5 triples. 43 points, the lead for Windsor. Outside again, Denise. That time rims over top the backboard. Lancers battle for it. Gutt gets the board. Outside, Tenney, no. Milani, third chance. Tenney trying to find some space again. Denise calling for it. Back and forth, Gutt and Denise. No good, it's Tenney. Ridgebacks now take it up with this 43-point deficit. 3 minutes to go. No good on the shot. Rebound that time picked up by Allen Brown. Allen Brown no good. Gutt picks up the rebound. Denise now sets things up on the offensive end. Tenney has some separation. Guarded by Allen Brown. Denise swings it to Kennedy. 6 on the shot clock again. Denise inside the arc, no. Picked up this time by Kissel on the boards. 2:30 to go in this fourth quarter. Ontario Tech will drop to 0-6. 6 on the season. Lancers on the way to going to 6-1 and 3-0 at home. Ball is out of bounds. Lancers get the possession back as that's off the baseline.
Entering the game for the Lancers, number 21, Samantha Gucciardi.
Samantha Gucciardi will come back into the game. .2:16 to go in closing. Denise giving it off to Gutt. Down low, Gucciardi. Back to Kennedy. Outside Tenney. Final seconds on the shot clock, no good. Second chance, Gucciardi draws a whistle and players go down. Tenney as well as Gucciardi getting tied up with Kissel. Yogaretnam does get the foul, or third personal.
Shooting 2 for the Lancers, number 21, Samantha Gucciardi.
Samantha Gucciardi at the stripe once again for Windsor. Once again, to remind folks watching tonight's coverage of OUA women's basketball, the men's teams will be taking the floor approximately 23 minutes from now. Be sure to tune in here on OUA TV as the Lancers take on the Ridgebacks. There are 2 minutes to go. On the outside, Yogaretnam. Swung around, Allen Brown, long shot, no. Battle for the rebound picked up by Denise. Denise slowly taking things up. Denise 7 points on the night. Down low, Gucciardi, Swan outside again. Goot, no good this time from deep. Rebound picked up by an Unquo. Allen Brown sees Flurgeon, chuck it up, no. Flurgeon the leading scorer for Ontario Tech tonight. Noteworthy 6 from 11 from the field. Goot rejected on the shot, stays Lancers possession. With Kenny coming back into the game. Lisa Karen, 9 points, 5 of them from the free throw line, and 6 rebounds from the 5'3" point guard. 6 points for April Wayne. 3 of 7 shooting as well this evening. Kennedy with 9 on the shot clock. Watches as Gucciardi misses the long shot. Ontario Tech picks up the rebound once again. Ball on the ground. Stays possession, though, for the Ridgebacks. Allen Brown will slow it back down once again. Chucks it up again. No. Picked up by Denise. For the Windsor Lancers, Jordan Goot leading the way in scoring. 22 points. Iboyasu, 14 points, along with Harriet Carey. For Carey, those 14-plus points all came in this second half. Emil Tenney and Kaylee Nicolastopoulos and Maggie Denise, all with 7 points apiece in this matchup as well. Gucciardi gets the bucket. 12 seconds to go in the fourth, and a whistle on the floor. Shot clock is off, 91-44. And it's going to be a massive score on the board for the Lancers tonight. A win that amounts to a 47-point differential. The Windsor Lancers move to 6-1 on the 2019-20 schedule. Your final score, 91 for the Lancers. For the Ridgebacks, 44. Be sure to stick around. The men's basketball team's about to take the court for warm-ups. They'll start at approximately 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to tune in here on OUA TV. You've been watching OUA Women's Basketball presented by Harold Remark. I'm Justin Prince. We'll see you for the men's basketball action in just about 20 minutes' time.